Hi gardening friends, welcome to Jack City Garden. I'm Garland, your Jack City gardener, in my garden in Atlanta, Zone 7B. It's October, and my garden is looking like it's waning just a little bit. Today I wanted to give you a tour of my garden before everything really starts to decline as the months get cooler and the seasons change. We'll start at the front. Here I have kind of a wild area. Zinnias and 4 o'clock flowers, daisies, amidst a couple of black crepe myrtles. 4 o'clock flower self-seeds here. I just love these little white flowers. Opposite that, I have a row of spirea and coppertop viburnum. The white flowers on spirea are beautiful in spring, but they just kind of dot the bushes now in fall. In front of that hedge, I've started a hedge of lavender bushes. Each of these plants were made from one plant, from cuttings. My plan for this area is to always have just a riot of color, native flowers, wildflowers, and there will always be a couple of beautiful crepe myrtles here for structure. This is the driveway garden. It's got agave, juniper rug, Cuban oregano. The main feature of my front garden is the long border. It's come a long way. Now there is this border of perennials just behind the hedge that you can see from the street or the sidewalk, filled now with dahlia, coneflowers, pretty much anything I can get my hands on that is either yellow or purple. Here are some unnamed dahlias that I started from seed next to some beautiful black-eyed Susans. These are some taller dahlia. Sorry, I just don't know the variety names. I love the way the dahlia look poking out from behind spirea. You can see I'm doing pretty good in the yellow department. I just need to work on adding purple. The risk you take growing from seed is that you just don't know what color might come up. So I've got these orange dahlia. I'm not sure if they will stay. I'll take you now to the front border, which is just opposite the long border, directly in front of my home. And the color scheme here is really just color. Let's just take a step back and imagine you are a guest in my garden. Here's what you will see as you're approaching the front steps. My favorite thing about the garden this time of year is just watching the wildlife. There's like a feeding frenzy. It's like they know that all of this beauty is about to disappear. Do you see him? He's got a lot of friends. These are monarch caterpillars. Now I'm just waiting to see if they will form their chrysalis soon, and when they do, I'll be sure to share those with you. They flock here for the milkweed. Some people call it butterfly weed. And if you aren't growing these yet, I really do suggest it. I think that it adds such buoyancy and vibrancy to the garden just to see how much The wildlife love this plant. There is a depth and richness to the colors in the garden this time of year. Now things are cooling off and settling down. These summer annuals have really reached their peak and they're intermingling and playing with one another so beautifully. Even this Joro spider and this fading lily foliage adds color. Silver and white in the garden are my favorite backdrop, and I'm definitely going to be repeating this Dusty Miller. I mean, look at that color contrast, the bright silver and that deep taupe orange, burnt orange. That was kind of just a happy accident. Now you've seen the long border, the front garden. I want to take you through the side garden, and I apologize here, it's pretty bright, but there are some nice close-ups in better light that I'll show you soon. This is a hedge of Chinese snowball viburnum, and they're really just starting to come into their own. I've punctuated this hedge with a Stella magnolia, and there's just a single flower. This is covered in flowers in spring. Here's another view of the side garden. It's a very practical space. The hedge lends me some privacy from the neighbors and a sense of separation. I love how it gives me this sense of destination in the garden, and that's really one of my guiding principles. To experience my garden is to journey through it. Thank you so much for joining me on this tour of my garden. I really hope that you saw something interesting in today's tour, and I can't wait to share with you how this garden grows and evolves. I have so many plans for future projects and redesigning the garden. I hope you'll stick around to see future projects and how the garden grows and evolves. I'd like to take you on a tour of the back garden, although there's still so much work to be done back here. Like building taller raised vegetable beds and putting stone pathways through this food growing space. Painting, putting up trellises, an arbor, laying a stone pathway, putting in garden seating. So why not subscribe now, just in case you want to see some of that stuff. Bye, gardening friends.